There was a very sad tragedy a few years ago, which a lot of people heard of, and I know it's very close to home for you because he was one of your brothers. I remember meeting the guy, full of life, as many of your people around you have always been, which is big heart and performers and all these things. Now, the brother Leandro, Leandro Santos.
Leandro Santos.
Yeah. So he was doing backflips or diving into the water from the rocks in North Bondi. Yeah.
No,
So
actually,
how was the story, please?
okay. So the story was a Saturday. I'm gonna give you the story from the beginning. Like,
Please, man. Yeah.
it was a Saturday morning. It was a beautiful Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And we have a tradition that every Saturday we go to the gym
Sure.
and we train
Yeah.
to look good for the show at night.
Of course.
And this day we woke up and I called him. I said, Leo, I'm gonna pick you up. We're going to the gym.
Yeah.
He said, no, let's not go to the gym. Let's go to the beach because we can do a workout on the beach rather than go to the gym, and then we
Sure.
can go for swim after.
Yeah.
So anyway, went to his house. I picked him up, and we went to the Bondi, the bars.
Yep.
And we start training, and we've been there for like an hour and a half, man. And I was like, Leo, it's let's go, man. We've been training for so long. Like,
Finish.
fuck, we finished.
Yeah.
He go, no, I'm hungry. I want to do more. It's so crazy, man. I remember that day. So crazy because I keep pushing him to go. I say, no, I need to train a little bit more. I was like, oh, this guy's weak, Anyway, finally I managed to get him to finish. We put our sungas on and we went down to the beach. And as we walk through Bondi Beach, I say to him like, I always play around, you know me. I start to monk like to walk like I was
Disabled.
disabled.
Sure.
He was like, he looked at me like, Timba, don't do that, never doing that, never play like that. And I was like, whoa, coming from Leo, such a sweet guy,
Yeah.
who never raised his voice or
Yeah.
anything. I thought that was weird. He said, no, never doing that. I mean, imagine if that was you. Like, I was like, hey, but hold on, man, I'm just joking. Like,
Yeah.
chill. He was like, oh, no, it's so good. All right. Then we walk, another 100 meters. He looked at me, he go, Chimba, is it me or there's a really weird energy in the air? And I said to him, what you say that? He's go, I don't know, man, I just feel this really weird energy. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? It's a beautiful day. Just
Yeah.
have the best workout. And look at everyone, look at us. Like we,
Looking
we
good,
hot,
feeling good. Yeah, yeah.
He go, no, Tim, there's something there.
Oof.
That was 100 meters, man, before we stopped. And then we were walking. And there was Claudia Energia was there with us, Sasha, and Lucas, a few other people, Danielle, Danielle. And anyway, we say, oh, let's stop here, let's go for a swim. Anyway, we put our phone on the beach, on the towel, put everything there. And then me, Danielle, Leandro, and João. I don't know if you remember João.
Yeah.
He's one of them as well. He
Yeah.
went back to Brazil.
Yeah.
We went for swim. We wasn't doing flip. We wasn't running or anything. We just went normal. Just walk to the beach, walk to the water, swim. We all got up. I mean, me, Danielle, and João got up and start walking back. And then we look at each other. Where's Leo? We realized that Leo was still there on the water. And then João say to me, man, that's weird. Who's going to be under the water for that long? He never came up yet. And then João went back and said, Leo, are you okay? And he didn't reply. And he said, Leo. And then he pushed him. He was like, almost out of breath, which like if he was there for like 10 more seconds, he'll probably be dead. And I can hear João screaming, Timba, come back. Like something happened. and then he couldn't move. He couldn't move. The way that he hits his head on the bank of sand, he stayed right there. He couldn't move anymore. He was just like this floating on the water.
So because of this accident, Leo became a quadriplegic.
That's right.
And this story is amplified or more famous because of Bondi Rescue.
That's right. Yes.
So it ended up being on Bondi Rescue and
All
obviously
over the news.
all over the news
Yeah.
as well, because it's not every day that someone has a swimming accident in Bondi and walks out,
Yeah.
or gets carried out a quadriplegic.
Yeah.
Tragic story, all over the news, and you were saying that because Bondi Rescue gets a lot of reruns, it's like a moment that you have to relive over and over.
Oh, man.
And then so you guys carried him out of the water.
Yeah. We carry him out of the water
Yeah.
and put him on the floor. And he was talking to me, what happened? He say, I don't know, I just hit my head on the sand.
Wow.
And anyway, by that point, I think the surf lifesaver, I think they knew what happened because apparently it happens a lot
Yeah.
around Bondi. Not a lot, but
It can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he say, oh, whatever you do, tell him not to move. Stay the way that he is.
That's right.
And then he was explaining to me, oh, I think he's broke his neck. And then, then I start to, and Leo, he was a big
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Like really big guy, like
Yeah.
massive.
I think that's what made his story even more famous.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of course, Brazilian guy in Bondi, tourist is always a thing because it's going to go to that country as well,
Yeah.
wherever the person's from. But obviously, he was also a fine specimen of a man.
Yeah.
He was built super buff and ripped
Yeah.
and lean, and we've got some photos of him. We'll show a little bit later, but and then that horrible feeling minutes before, obviously, was some sort of
Oh,
an
he knew
omen.
me.
Yeah,
When we were on the bar training, he knew. Do you know why? Because I remember
wanna
talking
go.
to him after. I said to him, man, you were training like you knew that you were never going to train again.
wow.
And I have this conversation with him. And we're talking about somebody who was hungry,
Yeah,
obsessed with training.
yeah,
Like I was like, I never saw anyone training for that long and not stopping.
yeah.
And I remember being in the hospital with him after he was better, talking to him like, hey man, you knew it. He goes like, yeah, I knew it. You knew something like this was going to happen because the way that you were trained was crazy.
Yeah. And where's the brother now?
He's home, man. He's in Bahia, in Brazil.
Sure.
He's with lucky that he's coming from a family that actually they were well, comfortable,
Can look after him.
financially well. Like
Sure.
they have a nurse. If that happened to me, man, and I have to go back home, I don't know. I probably would ask for them to kill me because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have anyone to spend that
Yeah,
much
but
money.
what a sentence that is, man. Because being quadriplegic, the mind still works and the body's completely shut down from the neck down. That's
Yeah,
such a cross to bear, to carry for the rest of your life.